Hello everyone, my name is Lex and Panic.
And I am Most Evil Liveform.
And we are once again reacting to RWBY. It is season 5 episode 7. I think it's 7 right now. And we just discussed another theory. So, what if Oz is a Jedi Master? Jedi Master? I mean the stick, you know, it's like a lightsaber. And
Salem is a Sith witch.
Sith Lord.
Sith, but she's a witch.
And there's only 2 of them, so Cinder is her apprentice.
Oh boy.
It would, and I mean, she has the arm and does like this, you know, the power. And maybe it's not fire.
Cinder is already looking Sith-like with all the color scheme and.
Yes, and there's a partially destroyed moon. Close shot from the Death Star. Just missed the planet, scratched the moon. It makes complete sense.
That's why the planet is still there, right?
Yeah, it missed. It scratched the moon.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Possibly it was.
Yeah, I mean the Jedi Academy then, you know.
Or academies.
And
true.
you know, does the main color of the Master of the Academy is green?
It all makes sense. See?
And also speaking in riddles.
Oh,
just
all the time. In riddles speak he does. So, however, we have waited and are going on for the next one. So this is it. Enjoy as always. This overly long cloak.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculously. There's a Yeah, even there John looks grumpy.
Yeah, and it's reading.
So he takes over the place of Blake?
Yeah.
Someone has a book. Must be Blake.
You know, yeah.
Let me guess it will take like 15 minutes again, shot episode now.
Just gets it.
Oh well.
This shows how strong Hazel actually is if he simply with one hand gets away this hammer, which he with a jump double hand.
Yeah, but she didn't have like full force, so she was just...
still, he with one hand and just throws her away.
I'm still waiting for all of the evil guys to show what they're really capable of. Right now, that we have not seen much.
Nope. Ramen!
How do you lose your map at a time like that?
Believe me, I've asked myself the same thing ever since.
Hey, but you made up for it, Mr. Muscles. You should have seen this guy take a giant Grim head-on.
I couldn't have done it without Ruby wearing it down.
Me? Did you see Ren during that fight? He was out of control.
I'm sorry. I may have lost my temper momentarily.
And out of control isn't awesome.
Oh.
Oh.
Thank you.
That took.
You did not.
Yeah, right in the middle of the party.
Please tell me you let that lady have it.
Of course not. Even if I did really want to.
No way. I don't believe it.
Just like that? Nice.
Twitching.
Wow.
It's no replacement for the real thing. But I'll make sure to make good use of it.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
Nora.
It's just as strong?
It's a weapon.
Sure is.
Wanna bet?
Oh.
Nora, please, now's not the time.
Don't let her
Come
beat
on,
you.
you can do this.
Can do it.
Show them what Team Juniper's made of.
Come on, sis!
That's good time.
Lose to a
Like
girl
that.
in a skirt.
You wear a skirt, Ruby.
Why is there not cheering loud enough? It definitely feels like the original. I'll give you that.
Yep, but
It does have some new features.
Oh.
Oh, yeah?
Whoa, she can shoot it.
Did she win?
No, that's not winning.
Huh?
Yeah, we ate it all. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Easy there, vomit boy. I believe in you.
Oh, we're doing nickname throwbacks now. Wonderful.
Oh.
I mean, the Ice Queen seems to like it.
I so did not miss you people.
Oh my gosh, she really does like it. What went and warmed your heart while you were gone?
Hey, you make it sound like I used to be terrible.
Nah, just a lot to deal with at once.
It's been a long time. We've all grown in our own ways.
You really think so?
Well, think back to when we were all at Beacon. Would you say you ever did anything foolish or embarrassing? Or do you think you were perfect?
Oh gosh.
I may have been a little too gung-ho from time to time.
You? I tried to 1v1 a Nevermore on the second day of school.
Yeah, well, don't even get me started.
Well, that embarrassment, that desire to go back and tell yourself not to be so stupid, that just proves you're not the same person you used to be. You're smarter, or kinder, or stronger.
Nicely
And
done.
you're not done growing yet. None of us are.
Yeah,
Wise
turns
man.
out Ren gets real deep when he feels like talking. Well, hold on. I thought I was pretty great in school.
Even at the dance, when you spilled punch all over yourself in front of—
Yes, especially the dance. Thank you, Yang.
How can 6 kids possibly make so much noise eating dinner?
He always throws. Oh, so they're. Oh, they know?
So, the maidens, magic, Salem, it's all true?
Miss Zhao Long, is this more or less what your mother told you?
For the most part.
You forgot something. You forgot to tell everyone what you did to Crow and my mother.
What is she talking about?
Now it gets interesting.
Oh, great.
That's not a secret I thought she would give up so easily. Your mother must trust you a great deal. My ability to reincarnate, though a curse, isn't without a few key benefits. Much like the maidens, I too possess a certain magical power. Using this power, I was able to gift the Bronwyn twins the ability to see more, to move freely and be unburdened by their natural bodies. Well, gave them the ability to turn into birds. Rather ridiculous sounding out loud, isn't it?
Wait, what? Uncle?
You turn them into birds.
All right, now you're just messing with us.
What else is new?
He's telling the truth. We saw it. Yang's mom changed right in front of us.
Why would you do something like that? I mean, what is wrong with you?
Is
yeah,
it so bad?
that's enough. We made a choice. We wanted this.
May I? Granting this power to them was no trivial task, and I can assure you it was not done frivolously. I required assistance in gathering information on Salem's plans, as well as searching for maidens when their hosts became unclear.
Okay, so have you done this with others? Like General Ironwood or Professor Goodwitch?
As helpful as that might be, Unfortunately, it is not that simple. My power is finite, and if I'm being honest, dwindling. The amount that I gifted to Crow and Raven was, all things considered, rather minuscule. You see, centuries ago, I sacrificed a great deal of magic to 4 young women, who I hoped would use my gift for good.
Yay.
They were the first maidens.
Is the wizard confirmed?
Zhao Long, it was never my intention to lie to you. To any of you. There are just some matters that I prefer to play close to the chest. I believe that's how you phrased it.
Yeah.
Everyone has a choice. The Bronwyns chose to accept their powers and the responsibilities that came with them. And later, one of them chose to abandon her duties in favor of her own self-interest. Now, all of you have a choice. If anyone wishes to leave, now is the time. There is no shame or disgrace in abstaining. Only in retreat. Very well, then.
Yang?
If RWBY sticks around, then I will too. If there's one thing I know about her, it's that she somehow always knows the right thing to do. But, if we're going to help, if we're going to keep risking our lives, no more lies. No more half-truths.
Understood.
Half-truth is here.
So, what now? I mean, what can we do?
That is a difficult question. One that I believe is best answered tomorrow.
What do you mean?
The road ahead is undoubtedly filled with hardships and peril. However, it has been far too long since you have all been together. Please, take tonight. Enjoy this moment.
I was touching a girl!
Raven? Crow? They're birds!
No.
Cracked it!
Right.
Oh man. Seriously.
Hey, ugly.
A huge gate. Hey, it's him!
Oh.
Yes! They're back! Now it's getting interesting. Hey, ugly.
Is Raven Bronwyn home?
You know, I've had a real bad week. So I think I'm gonna take it out on you.
First ask who they are.
Oh, he's...
Oh.
Doesn't look like he wants to cooperate, boss.
Then make him.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Not the better day. I mean... Tough luck. And it's over.
Tough
I mean,
luck.
sure it is over. Yay. A nice one. Well, I guess that was...
And they were coming.
Yeah. So... No more lies, no half-truths.
And still nothing sad.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah. But the half-truth is the important thing, so that means that you shouldn't hold back informations either. Possibly. Oh.
I don't get why having them or giving
Being
them...
turned into...
Yeah, why is this such a bad thing? Everyone is receiving this like, this is horrible.
I don't know either.
I mean, this is a world of semblance and abilities and everything, and having an additional ability is awesome.
Yeah.
They were like, I mean, Nora was talking about their semblance as if they were superpowers, and they have an additional superpower, so why is everyone like so offended by this?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure either.
This feels so odd.
We agree there. So, let's skip this strange part, which we do not understand why. I would like to have this ability. I mean, He said it doesn't. So but there were some important things. So number 1, he is the wizard. Yes,
yeah,
he is. Number 2, he said his powers is dwindling, so he loses possibly with every reincarnation. I guess he gets weaker in case of magic power.
I think that is rather because he gives powers up. Like
to people.
Yeah, like the maiden stuff, that he gets weaker after that. That basically has some sort of pool where he gets his...
A maximum which gets lowered.
Sure. Yeah, and that by giving people abilities or doing something or giving magic away, he lowers his own strength.
Potential.
And, yeah.
I guess due to giving it to the Bronwyn twins, he has lowered himself again. Question is, what happens if they die? I guess this one is possibly not one that goes to the next generation. So would he get it back then? But whatever, it doesn't matter possibly right now. But he's able to gift things, and I mean he still has power, so maybe in the future, just maybe we will see another of his deeds.
It explains why he lost to Cinder. If he already is that weak. The thing is that actually a maiden's power destroyed him, so he already is just at 1/4 of
lower than she wasn't trained, so possibly way lower. I mean, he said he gave a majority of his power, a huge amount, so he did not give like half. He did.
No, but since he was defeated in that way, and he was already trained in knowledge and everything, and Cinder just was new to the powers, so he already lost a great deal.
So what gives? So he's like once he's trained, a very strong huntsman, I guess, possibly above the normal huntsman, but
not above the maidens.
Not above the maidens, right? Which the benefit he has is the ability to return in the end, and his knowledge.
Yeah,
the knowledge is the one thing. I mean, we had that in the past. He is the knowledge itself. Which brings me to, what if he is a relic? What if he is a relic of knowledge himself?
I don't think so.
I don't think either. But it would be funny if the relics wouldn't be like things. Strangely enough. I mean, relic of destruction, Grim.
The thing is that Cinder is currently, as it seems, the maiden who should be able to enter the vault in Beacon.
Yes. Which
they have not found.
They haven't found the vault, I guess. They haven't found the relic.
They haven't found the relic, right. So I think that he still has it. I still think the cane is the relic, probably. And the thing is, what he tries to avoid is to use the power of relics. I think that in the end, somehow, Oz and Salem will again face each other, and he will probably has the relics again.
We don't know how powerful she is at all.
No.
We have never seen any direct use of power from
The interesting thing would be if, like, as he loses power when he creates or gives away magic, that she loses power by creating Grim.
Might be as well, sure.
This would be like that they are at least somehow still equal.
Balanced.
Yeah.
I mean, we had the series last time. The theory, man. It's already a long day. Last time about what happened in the past, and if there is a fight between those two again, and just guessing somehow the relics were used in the past, and it caused mayhem. Maybe it's then the moment when it's about the choice: do you use the relic or not? Especially the relic of destruction. I guess this one is like can do a lot of harm.
Yeah.
But that's far away. So right now it's cool to see those fall back. We talked about we were missing those like 4 episodes now. We were like, where are they?
And then they just showed a glimpse.
Yeah. It's cool that Emerald is in as well because she was missing in the intro.
And this is showing how long the sleeve is of the other hand. So it's really okay. What is happening?
What is with this hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that badly burned, or did it turn in some way because of the grim? And
it was on the other side, but that doesn't have to mean anything.
No, doesn't have to mean anything.
If you remember the moment when she was sitting with Salem, when the messenger came in, she had her left arm, this arm down, and was looking down on it.
Yeah.
And Salem looked down there as well and said, "Don't fight it. You have to fight it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You have to control it." So it seemed as though maybe something was on her hand, on her arm. Like
it was the other hand with the glove?
Yes, she did this, and then the glove disappeared. I'm pretty sure it was the right one. But that doesn't have to mean anything. I mean, the Grim is inside her, and it might very well be that the thing what happens with her arm now is something new.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
That it's not related to the... I think her face is related to the
to the injury.
The injury with Ruby's
it's
power, which is also
the same
still...
side.
Ruby's stuff is still also... Like, Salem was mentioning it, yeah, that the silver-eyed girl, or Ruby, learns to control this ability. But since the whole season right now, since actually 1.5 seasons... Nothing. So nothing was ever done so Ruby can actually learn her abilities. And this is where I'm quite confused that Oz did nothing.
Yes, that's true. And
also until right now.
Neither did Crow. He talked to her about it, and it hasn't appeared anywhere since.
I mean, this seems to be a super powerful thing. I mean, her mother seemed to have the abilities too.
Yeah.
And they didn't involve this very special ability, which clearly is at a certain point probably her main weapon or force against Grimm's or in Salem, and yeah, well,
that's true. That's strange.
It's quite neglected.
It in there yet. Yeah, maybe they're waiting for it. Maybe the melee training with her is a start to like first get one thing done. I'm not sure, but you're right. But we had that in the season, not the season, in the series overall. That very often it seems like they just missed stuff. Like it's
the best opportunity.
Why are we waiting? What are we waiting for?
Yeah, and Ruby not using her powers correctly and so on. Yeah,
I think it is about that they have like in specific seasons stuff will be on the tablet. It's I know. Well, it is.
Another other thing that's probably the writers have are simply overlooking things.
I don't think so.
Like, I mean, sometimes it appears to be okay that there are ideas, but they're not fleshed out enough. You know, like the same with the Raven. Like, okay, they had the idea and it was all good, but it missed the grip. You know.
I think more it is like if you have like the general plan over a specific amount of seasons, whatever was planned by Monty, and he's like in this, there in the last bit, this and this happens. In the middle happens this, and then you're like, before you want to hint something's happening in the future.
I think that he didn't flesh out that much, and that they are currently figuring out the way when to introduce stuff. That was season 3, I guess, when they somehow
he was gone.
Yeah, when he was gone, and they took season 3 to figure out what would be best and how to continue this, because as far as I understood it, they just had a rough idea on where he wants to go. So I think season 3 was messy.
Season 4 was the last one. This is 5.
This is 5. That's sorry, not season 3. Season 4. I was talking about season 4.
Season 4 was completely without him.
Yeah,
season 3 was partially with him.
And 4 felt like, okay, they clearly stumbled around a bit, in my opinion.
Yes,
and this was the time when they figured out, okay, where to go, when do we want to do what. And because they had not the exact ideas of what he planned out and just a rough idea on where he wanted to go, that right now they are, okay, let's try it like this, and since they are not sure what exactly was the thing that they are somehow missing out.
They had to adapt. So I guess like the general how season 3 should go until the end with exposing the silver eyes and stuff possibly was already proposed by Monty, written down. Although not in specifics, but I guess he was like, and in this last episode we have this happening on the tower, silver eye, everyone is what? And then blank. So, and this is possibly what they had. And then it was like, okay, now we have the silver eyes, but we don't know how to go on there.
And we didn't know what he meant with that, probably. That he, like, what I would imagine that would happen is that the silver eyes now and then showed up again. Like, the power was activated at the tower.
But she can't control it properly.
She can't control it properly. And every now and then against the fight against Grimm or in a specific stressful situation, like, for example, when they were fighting this freaking huge Grimm, this was an opportunity where they
to weaken it.
Yeah, to weaken it, to somehow that it showed up again, that it showed glimpses, but she cannot control it. And this is completely missing out. And I think if Monty would have still been around, this would be part. Because it seems to be so essential, and it's completely like...
I think it will be in later seasons. Right now, I think they have, like, we want to flatten some things, we want to make sure about some things, that the group is working together, the overall work of the evils, and then they're now next season or next season.
They play it safe.
Yeah, sure. What should they do?
Not playing it safe.
You're so negative. You're so evil, life form.
Why is it a negative thing to say don't play safe?
I like this series right now. I like this season, and I seriously right now I don't know where they should have fit in the Silver Ice right now, because
I just mentioned it,
be
but
too much.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, thanks.
It's like, I don't know where they should have fit it in. Just
you
5
mentioned
minutes.
it from the last season. I talk about this season.
And in this season, that it would be the opportunity as soon as Oz came in that they start that beside of the regular training, Oz takes her aside and has the like talk with her. Okay, we know how to use it right now. That they start the training. It's not like, hey, instantly only focus on this, but it's that it shows that it's part of her training now. That in the previous season she struggled with it and that she experienced it more, and that it's maybe even overpowering her. And that he then now, as part of this training, is including this. This would just be enough to still have this topic going and maybe showing how later on she can use this ability.
I think we will look back to this discussion in 1 or 2 seasons when they are starting to talk about the Silver Eye, and hopefully everything will make sense. Like, we had to wait to this moment because reasons. We had it like that with other things as well.
They're playing it safe.
Sure they do. It's okay. Fine for me. I like it. I like it safe. So, let's go for this episode. We are already going for stuff which is out of this episode. So, I completely forgot what was happening.
There was not a lot. They were just having the food, the lunch. And
which was a really nice start. So, I like that
basically a getting back together.
Yeah, a getting back together. Talking to each other, which I think was done nicely by not saying what they really said, but about the reactions, just that you did what? That was cool. I still think that Yang did not win the arm wrestling match because you have to get the enemy on the board down, and she didn't do it. So she just punched her through the wall. That's not okay.
She did punch her through the wall.
To the wall. To the window. To the wall. But that was okay. And then they skipped. They did it nicely again with Kronos, so that they just sat there and you knew, okay, they are in the boat now, they know everything. Yeah. So it was nice because we didn't have to hear it again, you know? It was fitting because it proved, as we talked last episode, it proved everything that Raven said before.
Yeah.
So,
and we already discussed that it was very...
I have no idea what is so disastrous about being turned into... I mean, they can turn back.
Especially, he mentioned now that they had a choice.
Yes.
That they had to...
And they agreed.
And it didn't seem that they had to suffer a lot.
And he gave up a lot by doing so because he weakened himself permanently by doing it. And she kind of betrayed him, Raven, by then not following. Yeah. I guess... I mean, when she had the ability, she saw a lot. We heard last episode, and I think she fell in kind of despair, like that. She said, "We cannot beat her. This makes no sense. I instead defend my family."
Not satisfied with that, anyway.
Yes, but there was that.
Yeah, that's it. Then you have the same.
And that's just it. Those episodes get shorter every time. Rooster Teeth, what are you doing? Give me longer episodes. Longer. I need more input. She does need more input too, just so that she...
For me, it's just like, yeah, we could have had more input in the same amount of time.
It's an easy one. Each episode, 1 minute more, which is only about the Silver Ice training. So she is satisfied. I get more length in my episodes. Everything is fine. So... I hope you liked. As always, if you want to see our next reaction, go over to my Patreon page. It should be already up on there. And this is it for this time. My name is Relax and Panic.
And I am Most Evil Life Form.
Goodbye, Silver Eyes, and out.
Bye.